Good evening and welcome everybody to the day 17 of the speaking book program. So I hope आप सभी को हमारे सेशंस पसंद आ रहे होंगे. प्लीज कमेंट सेक्शन में जरूर बताइएगा. So as you already know, this event is an exciting event which is filled with knowledge and fun learning. So we are back again with day 17. एंड आज मैं जिस किताब की बात करूंगी वो बिल्कुल मेरे हाथ में है. द नेम ऑफ द बुक इज यू कैन अर्न इजीली बाय मिस्टर टीवीएस सुब्रमण्यम. So before we start this particular event, I would like to tell a little bit about this book. So the book You Can Earn Easily is not just a book about making money, it's a guide to win life. This book shares the inspiring story of Yuvraj Singh, a lion born in a cage but dreaming of living free in the jungle. Along with his journey, the book also talks about the challenges people face in real life while chasing success and happiness. Through simple learnings from the lion's life, this book teaches how to stay strong, work smart, set clear goals, manage money, and become a leader in any area of life. Every chapter gives easy tips and ideas you can use daily, whether you want to save more, invest better, or grow personally and professionally. So, without any further delay, I would like to call Mr. TVS Subramaniam, who will be the voice of his own book. So, please welcome. So, welcome, Mr. TVS. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very fine, man. Tell me.
Great. So, sir, how are you feeling today to be a part of this particular program?
Yeah, I'm very, very excited actually.
Great. So, as you, I can see the book is right in front of me, and the cover is really very beautiful. So, I'm
Yeah,
glad. The so how's the feeling of it being on this particular platform, being the voice of your own book? So, how's the feeling?
yeah, I'm feeling as already I have told you, I'm very excited since the first time I coupled with you as with Arjun books, and this idea is fantastic. Actually, the speaking book instead of the author speaking, author is speaking like a book. This is a new concept which I am seeing nowadays.
Thank you so much, sir. So now I suppose the audience is really excited to know about the book, and it's great that you're being the voice of your book. So we can just start off with the session, and through this, I believe the audience is, as you know, I told about in the introduction as well. The audience is going to get more of an insights about it. So the first question that I have, Mr. Subramaniam, that why did this book chose you as its author?
Yeah, yeah. This book has selected me, has chosen me as the author because I have walked through the path of failure and triumph. This book did not choose me for only for the knowledge, okay, but it is for my experiences, for my battles, and my unwavering belief that every setback is a disguised opportunity. I am merely a storyteller, but the lessons belongs to the world actually.
Absolutely, sir. Rightly said, because I believe that whatever things that have been shared is actually relatable for the people out there. And I believe after reading this, they'll get a more clarity onto the investment part, right? So, if somebody goes through the book, like if your reader goes through your book, so what sort of journey will the book take through, for its readers?
Yeah, they will walk through along this Yuvraj Singhs. There are actually two Yuvraj Singhs in the story. One is a lion cub, and second is a human being. Okay, when they will feel the conscience of the limitations, the thrill of the rebellion, and the pain of failure. How the pain of failure and the triumph of the self-discovery. In this, both Yuvraj Singhs are doing their self-discovery. It is not just a story; it is a mirror reflecting their own struggles, urging them to break free and embrace their destiny.
Absolutely, sir. Because while I go through it, I was also able to relate with a lot of things, as you rightly mentioned. That this will be relatable for the people out there and give them a more clarity onto how they can handle things, how they can manage even the life professionally as well as personally, right? So
Yes.
definitely the book talks about the personal, like personal balance, like personal, balancing of the life, the professional life. So I would also love to know exactly, what sort of emotions are carried within the pages of this book, sir.
Yes, man. See, the emotions hidden are the very first one is the ambition, then hope, then resilience, fear, which everybody will have, and but ultimately the courage. Each chapter whispers that failure is not an end, but it's a teacher. And strength is not always in the muscle, it is in the mind. The emotions are raw because they are real. That's all.
Absolutely, sir. Emotions are real. So definitely, the hope is something that actually alives a person's life, right? So definitely,
Yeah.
I believe all the readers are going to take these emotions filled within the pages of this particular book, because, as you rightly said, that each chapter gives a new perspective to the reader, a new emotions through which basically the book becomes more relatable to them, and the purpose definitely is for helping people after reading this book, so eventually that also gets solved, right? So as I would like to tell to the audience, the book is there on Amazon, right? It's live. So when the book was published, how was the book feeling, sir?
Yeah. So it's just like watching a bird taking its first flight. Okay. There is pride, of course, but also a deep sense of humility. A book never belongs to the author. It belongs to the readers who find their strength in the words of the book. That's what I feel.
Absolutely, that's very beautifully said, sir. That the book holds the strength in the hands of the readers, and probably this is something really very beautiful that I've heard of, and absolutely really amazing. I would like to tell you. Okay, so as you said that the books in the each chapter holds different sort of emotions, right? That's hope,
Yes.
that's anxiety, that's belief, everything. So what do you think? What would be the what would be the one key takeaway that the readers are going to remember the most when they read your book, sir?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it is the roaring lesson of Yora's journey, the Yora, the Lion Club, the transformation from a caged cow. It is in the zoo, it's in a cage. It escapes from the zoo and it goes into a forest, deep forest, chasing its freedom. Okay, so it became the ruler of its own destiny. Readers will remember that success is not gifted, it is earned step by step and by fall. That is the,
So absolutely rightly said, sir. Because success is something that we have. It is not something that we get. Okay, a
yeah.
spoon feeding sort of thing. It has to be earned. While sitting idly, we cannot aim of getting a good fame, a good success. But yes, we have to work really hard for it. Right. So, how does your book feel? Because I'm sure the book is live there, and you must be receiving a lot of feedbacks or response from the readers out there. So, how's the feeling of the books after receiving the feedbacks?
Yeah, it feels alive, whether it may be praised or critiqued. Every word from the reader means that it has sparked a thought in him. It has ignited a conversation in him. And it is not afraid of any criticism because even in flaws also there is growth.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Because I believe if there are negative feedbacks are also important, because it actually
Yes.
makes the content more enhanced, more meaningful. Probably we know that okay, this is something, because I'm sure this is not the first book at which you're stopping. Definitely, those feedbacks would be remembered in your upcoming books as well.
Yes.
Great, sir. Great. So, what? How do you feel like? Is this book justifying to its readers, as you said that you've been receiving the feedback? So, is it able to justify
Yeah.
the readers?
See, a book. that speaks the truth. It needs no justification. Okay. So it does not promise miracles, but it reveals the roadmap to a self discovery. Okay. It is not here to impress people, it is here to awaken the people. That's it.
Great, sir. Great. So, as you mentioned, in the first session as well, that the book holds a lot of emotions. So, what do you think? Which is the favorite chapter of the book?
Yeah, actually, there are two chapters most special to the book. One is chapter 5, the freedom beyond the zoo, and second is chapter 6, turning the weakness into strength. Okay, both Yuvraj Singhs, like dreamers, they face the unknown. Okay, in the chapter 5, the Lion Club Yuvraj, it escapes from the zoo and enters a jungle for freedom. It is the moment where comfort is abandoned for the courage. A turning point is not just only for the lion, it is for the readers. Okay, who must ask what cages I am willing to leave behind. How can I leave my cage and go outside for freedom? That is. And second, on chapter 6, we know that every human being has a weakness. Okay. If
Absolutely.
he can convert this weakness into strength, okay, he can achieve success, a grand success, I can say. That's what the human Yuvraj did. His weakness is to criticize everybody and everything, whatever come across. Okay, but he converted that into his strength. He became a trainer. He explained to the people that what is their weakness, and he is giving a positive way how to come out of the weakness and how to make it it's their strength. So that's why people have succeeded. People started following him. That's all.
Absolutely, sir. Because I believe it holds a lot of emotions, and as you rightly said, that this is going to be so much insightful and relatable to the audience out there, right? So definitely, people are going to relate more with it. Exactly, how where they get stuck. What is the struggle that people are facing nowadays. So it's more relatable for them to find a solution out of it, right?
Yeah.
So the next thing that I would love to know, because I believe this is there on Amazon India as well as Amazon.com, so people can purchase this book, right? So as it's not there in any physical stores or libraries, so what do you think? What would be the books that the book would like to see itself while it gets placed in the library?
Yeah, I like to say three books, man. One is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho for the dreamers. Second in Jonathan Livingstone Seagull by Richard Bach for those who are afraid to soar. And third one, my most liked favorite author, Dr. Wayne W. Dyer. You will see it when you believe it. It's the third book I want.
Great, sir. Great. And if someday it gets converted into the movie, so what sort of movie would it be?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll be, it will be more happy for me actually. It will be a motivational drama with the soul of an adventure. A story where the protagonist doesn't fight external battles, but he confronts with himself. The kind of film that makes you sit in silence even long after the credits roll.
Great, sir. Great. And as it's there in the reader, it's there in the form of e version as well as the physical version on Amazon in English language. So, what do you think?
Yeah.
What would be the second preferred language by your readers? And which language would your book would want the most to be translated in?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be very happy. I want to translate as many languages as possible, not only one, minimum 15 languages. Okay. So the strength, perseverance, and wisdom, they are not bound by any language. The lessons in these pages, they belong to every heart. Okay. That has doubted its own potential. The person, every heart which has doubted its own potential. Okay. So the lessons belong to these people.
Absolutely, sir, because I believe the topic that you've chosen about success, about finance, this is something which is not specific to any specific target audience out there. This is a topic which serves the requirement of all the people out there. Like for general audience, as I would like to say, right? So definitely it would be great if this book reaches to the masses and helps the people to understand the simplifications of all the things that are involved that we need to take care while we manage the finances, while we look out on that particular part, right? So the next question that I would like to ask from you is that while you were writing this specific book, during this journey, that did your book has any grudges towards its authors? That's you.
Yeah, grudges means it is there. Only one grudge that it has taken so long to write it. The words they have been waiting inside me from many years, almost 10 years, I can say. Okay, demanding to be shared. But now that they are free, there are no grudges now. There's only one thing now, that is gratitude.
Absolutely, and that feeling of gratitude is, I believe, really beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I hope
Yes, ma'am?
that same
Yeah.
grudges won't be there for your upcoming books, right? For your upcoming book, you will be moving super fast, right?
Yeah, definitely there are 14 more books.
Oh, lovely. We're glad to know that, sir. We're glad to know that. So, if this book could ask one question to its readers, what would that be?
Acha, what question you are making? Okay. Actually, this book asks the readers two questions, ma'am. Not one question. It is two questions. One is, first one is, are you ready to leave your cage? Okay. To leave your comfort zone and come out. That is the first one. One is, are you ready to convert your weakness into strength? Okay. And it should help the people. These are the two
Absolutely.
questions which the reader will face.
So yes, rightly said that are the people ready to leave their comfort zone and be on the path of
Yes.
success? Because definitely without hustle, you cannot grow, you cannot aim on succeeding in your life, be it
Yeah.
personally, be it professionally, because every relationship, every things demands efforts, right, towards it to make it successful, right? So
Yeah.
yes, absolutely, rightly said. And also, as I told the audience, the book is there in the form of e-version as well as the physical version. So anytime soon, have you thought of launching this book in my hands in the form of audio version as well? Probably, so that people can actually, like, after reading, they can also listen that what the book would like to say. So the book gets its own voice. So would you also want the book to be there in the form of audio version someday?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. I believe,
Uh, yeah, you
yes.
want the relation which we have to build with the readers.
Absolutely, sir. Because I believe when book speaks on its own through the audiobook, they'll
Okay.
the
Yeah.
audio the book will be more
Yeah.
relatable to the people out there.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a guide, because success is not a destination. Success is a journey, and it needs a map. Okay. So it needs the success continuously. The map should be there. Then only the journey can be continued. Second, this as a friend, because sometimes all we need a voice that says, "You are not alone. I am there with you." Okay, as a friend. And third one, as a mentor, because every lesson within these pages is one that which life has taught me.
Great. So I
Yes, ma'am.
think the book, builds a beautiful relationship with as a friend, as a guide, as well as a mentors with as well.
Mentor.
That you
Yes.
directly mentioned, right? So the next thing I would love to know: when does the book feel the happiest? When somebody purchases it,
Yeah.
when somebody reads
Uh,
it,
when the
faces it.
when someone reads it, the very first thing, because it is the time where it will breathe. Okay. When someone finds it, the courage in its pages. Okay. Because that is a truly they come alive, or when someone applies the lessons which are there in the book. Okay. Then actually it fulfills its purpose. These are the three things.
Great, so great. I believe this will solve a purpose of a lot of people who out there who are not ready to, leave the comfort zone, but guess somehow to earn a success, to get success, they have to do that. It will give a lot of clarity to the people out there to be out of that cage that they are, and people generally do not know that they're stuck somewhere in the loop. So I believe this will first
Yeah.
of all give them the clarity to identify that what situation, what position are they into. Are they in the cage or are they out of that particular cage? So the next and the last thing I would love to know is through this event, what sort of message would the book like to convey to to the audience?
Yes, ma'am. The message to the audience is your doubts, okay, do not control you. Your doubts, they do not control you. Your failures, they will not define you. Okay. And if your dreams are valid and your strength is real, okay, then everything is possible. The only question is, are you ready to believe it? That's all.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely, because the first thing is that we should have that clarity. Are we ready to take the next step, right? So
Yes.
definitely, it was really a mindful session where we could actually get a lot of insights from you, the author himself. So the last question that I have, any message as an author you would like to tell to the audience about the book, sir?
Uh, I think what I say, try to read the book once or twice and then try to implement them in the life. There are because a lot of qualities are given. The very one, if you can make chapter 5 and chapter 6, what I mentioned, if you can implement these two in the life, as I told, anybody can easily. That's all.
Sure. Sure. Thank you so much, Mr. Subramaniam, for sharing
Yeah.
all these insights with me. And I would like to tell to the audience the
Yeah.
purchasing
I,
link of this book.
ultimately, want to add one more thing. In the page 113, I have given a wonderful saving plan. If anybody implements it, not only he and his second generation, third generation, fourth generation, fifth generation, all generations will be taken care of automatically. I request the readers to read the page thorough. It's only hardly one page, page 113, okay, where the saving habit is given. Just to follow that, it will make wonders in your life. For coming 1,000 years, your all generations will be taken care with that.
Absolutely. So yes, people would be really excited to read that book, not the page number, but exactly the full book, because I
Yeah,
believe not only a single page, but a lot of the full books gives you so much clarity about the life, the investment that you have, right? So yes, the book
yes,
is there on Amazon in the form of e-version as well as the physical version. We are putting the purchasing link in the description box so you can just purchase. It is available in the form of
yeah.
e-version as well as the physical version. So it was great connecting with you, Mr. Subramaniam, and I hope we see you soon with your another book. Thank you so much for
Thank you,
joining
ma'am.
us. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank you.
definitely.
थैंक यू सो मच ऑडियंस फॉर ज्वाइनिंग विद अस टुडे एंड आई होप आप सभी को ये डे 17 पसंद आया होगा. So as Mr. Subramaniam shared all the insights which are there in this specific books, the only question is, are you ready to take that step? So yes, we would be coming again with yet another exciting and insightful session with you on the same Superpower Author channel. So the last thing that I would like to tell you that the registrations for Meri Kitab Meri Kahani is live. So please call on the below numbers, and we would be happy to see you in our next session of Meri Kitab Meri Kahani. So till then, keep reading, keep learning. Thank you so much.